Game. Let's get ready with our morning song. We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all. We ready. All right, y'all. Good morning. It's Khalid Nathan Aleem, and today we're going to be talking about the 4 self-care tips for extra busy people. Okay, 4 self-care tips for extra busy people. All right. So finding time to invest in self-care, it can be challenging, right? Especially when you live an extra busy life. All right. When your days are spent bouncing from work, family, social commitments, there can be a little time. You basically got a little bit of time to catch your breath. All right. Now, listen, if you struggle to find the time to take care of yourself, try these 4 tips to incorporate in your self care habit routine every day. Okay. All right, y'all. We got 4. All right. We're talking about taking care of ourselves. We got 4 tips that I'm going to bring you today. Y'all incorporate this into your schedule, man, and y'all hopefully y'all find better peace. All right. Number 1 is establishing a morning routine. All right. Starting the day right is a good way to ensure your mental and physical health is maintained. All right. This might include a healthy breakfast, daily exercise, or meditation. Figure out what works for you and implement it daily. Over time, this will become a habit, helping you to take some time for self care every day. So, you need a morning routine, and you should sit down and you should plan this morning routine out. Write it down. Write down what you're going to do in the morning. Okay. For example, when I get up, I pray. That's the first thing I do. Well, no, this morning I got up and I studied. I got up, I studied until the proper time, and then I prayed. And then after I prayed, then I got and I started doing some reviewing, and I started to do some studying, some online studying. That's my morning routine. My morning routine is I get up, I study, I pray, and then I study every morning. And what that also gives for you is that gives you a morning win. That gives you a morning win. You have control. Because have you ever woke up in chaos? A lot of times, if you wake up in chaos, you stay in chaos. You stay in chaos through the whole day. Don't do that. Get a morning routine. Now, some of you got kids, and you're like, "Oh, well, my kids wake me up, and then it just kind of it's like downhill from there." Wake up before them. Wake up before them, or your husband or wife. Wake up before them. Get yourself together. You got to get yourself together. All right, you got to get yourself together first. If you don't get yourself together first in the morning, the whole day could be lost. So establish a morning routine, whatever that looks like for you. Establish that morning routine. You should even write it down. You can write it down, post it up somewhere so you know, okay, on this day, I'm going to do this, or in the morning, I'm going to do this. If you start getting into the winning mode, the whole day is going to be a win. Why is that? Because it changes your perspective of the day. It changes your perspective of the day. And a lot of times, what we look for, we find. So if we're looking for the wins, we're going to find the wins. If we wake up in chaos and we're looking for the chaos, we're going to find the chaos. I always tell people that. There's out here through life, through the day, there's a good and a bad. It depends on what you are focusing on. And a lot of that comes from your mindset. Where's your mindset? If your mindset is in the gutter, a lot of times your whole day, as they say, is going to be in the gutter. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to establish a morning routine, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is schedule time off, okay? Schedule time off. Now, it can be easy to find yourself in a cycle of continuous activity. moving from one activity to the next until it seems you are just going through the motions. All right. Make sure you don't get lost in the chaos by scheduling some time off. Schedule some time off for yourself. It might be an afternoon away from your normal routine or something more extravagant, like a weekend away or a vacation. Whatever you choose, taking a break will allow you to relax and rejuvenate. All right. So, the first thing that we got for self care is a morning routine. That's the first thing. The second thing is schedule some time off. You got to put it in your schedule. Just like when you go to work, you're scheduled to take lunch. So you take a lunch at that time. If you're an entrepreneur, you probably time block. You time block, okay, I'm going to prospect during this time. I'm going to do paperwork during this time. Just like you schedule almost everything else in your life, make sure you're scheduling time off. Relax. You're not a machine. You are not a machine. So you have to take some time to relax. Because if you don't, you're going to burn out. You're going to straight burn out. You're going to go like this, and then crash. Boom. And you're just not going to want to do it. It really doesn't matter about the money. I know a lot of people in their mind, it's like, all right, I'm going to go hard until I pass out because I need to get as much money as possible. You're not going to get there. You are not going to get there if you don't take care of yourself. If you don't take care of your body, you are not going to get there. So schedule some time off, establish your morning routine, and then schedule some time off. You can't keep going and going and going and going and going, okay? And make sure you're eating right. Make sure you're eating right. Don't you take care of your car and try to put the best gas in it if you don't got a hoopty? If you got a nice car, and you got a nice premium car, you got a Mercedes, you got a Ack, you got, I don't know, you got a Cadillac. You're gonna put the best gas in it. Is your body not more valuable than that car? Of course it is. Of course it is. So just like if you had a Mercedes, if you had a premium luxury car, if you had a Rolls Royce, would you put premium regular gas in it? You wouldn't. What about your body? What about your body? What are you putting into your body? Are you putting premium, high premium food, or are you putting junk in your body? What are you putting into your body? You got to be conscious of this. Research the food. You got Google. Google the food. What are you putting into your body? Is it something that was made in a lab? Or is it something that was grown? Is it, as they say, a dead food? Or is it an alive food, as they say? Research what you're putting into your body. That makes all the difference. And if you put junk into your body, what do you expect? What do you expect out of it? But junk, garbage in, garbage out. All right. So again, take care of yourself. Self-care habits. Number one is establish a morning routine. And number two, make sure that you schedule some time off. Okay. Make sure you schedule some time off. Relax with your family. All right. Number three is get enough sleep. I repeat, get enough sleep. Now, it can be easy to prioritize other commitments over sleep, but the importance of sleep should not be underrated. All right. Should not be underrated at all. Getting good quality sleep allows your body to heal and rejuvenize. All right. Helping you perform in all areas of your life. It can also be hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle without proper sleep, as we tend to make bad diet choices and avoid exercise when we are sleep deprived. Sleep is critical for physical and mental health, which is why it should be made a priority regardless of how busy you are. All right? Get some sleep. And listen, I am the number one person that needs to take heed to this more than anybody, is to get sleep, because I feel like I can keep going and going and going and going and going. but I prioritize my sleep. I know that, hey, I need to get to bed by a certain time. One of the things that I used to do that I need to get back to doing is setting an alarm. If I know that I want to go to bed by 10 o'clock, 9:30, I need to set the alarm so I can say, okay, Khalid, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to wrap it up. We got to go to bed. Or if I want to go to bed by 11 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock, I'll put the alarm on. All right. One thing that helps me, I'm going to take it back, way back. One of the things that helps me in this is getting an afternoon nap. Getting an afternoon. You can look this up. You can Google this. Studies show that if you take like a 20, 30-minute nap, not a long nap. I ain't saying to go to bed and just be knocked out during the afternoon, but around that noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, if you take about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you take a real quick nap, set your alarm and get your butt up, man, the rest of your day will be like that. The rest of your day will be like that. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, make sure you establish a morning routine. Number one. Number two, make sure that you schedule some time off. And number three, make sure you get enough sleep. Look at sleep as your rest station where you're getting your power. Man, sometimes stuff just has to be put off till tomorrow. You just have to put some stuff off till tomorrow. Make sure you're doing that daily. Make sure you're getting enough sleep to rejuvenate your body so you can go hard. As entrepreneurs, as business owners, as husbands and wives, as sons and daughters, we out there going hard. We out there going super duper hard. Well, listen, you got to do that the same going to sleep. All right? You got to go to sleep. I'm not saying to fall in love with going to sleep. I'm not saying that. Don't fall in love when you knocked out for 15, 16. No, I'm not saying that. Okay. But make sure you're getting your proper rest at night. This is number one. And number two, man, the secret sauce is that afternoon nap. That's the secret sauce. You do that, that gives you a little push going for the rest of the afternoon. All right. So take that little nap during the afternoon. All right. Thank me later. Number four is setting realistic goals. Okay. Manage your mental health by setting realistic goals. There's no point, absolutely no point in committing to something that's unachievable or putting so much pressure on yourself that it makes you feel like a failure. All right. Spend time considering your aspirations and make goals that are challenging, but possible. All right. Make the goals that are challenging, but possible for you to reach. You also need to set realistic goals when it comes to your self-care commitments. All right. Add things to your routine that will work long-term with your lifestyle. You know your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is different than my lifestyle. Make sure you're adding goals to your routine that fit your lifestyle. All right. Within limited hours in a day, it can be nearly impossible to take time for self-care. All right. These tips should help you incorporate self-care into your schedule so that you can live life to the fullest. All right. So let's go back over them. All right. Well, one more time. Set a morning routine. That's number one. Number two, schedule time off. Number three, get sleep. And number four, set realistic goals. A lot of people don't take enough time to sit down and think about what my goals are. We just go from day to day. Boom, boom, boom. We just go from day to day, day to day, day to day, day to day. Okay, was this day a win or was it a loss? And if you can measure something, if you can get a little bit better every day, a little bit better every day, you won't be stagnant. Because as some people say, you're either moving closer to the goal or you're moving further away from the goal. But if you don't have no goal, you're just spinning. You're just spinning and just kind of going through life. Okay? Make sure you sit down and you plan some goals out. Make sure that you sit down and you plan some daily goals out. Plan daily goals out. Set goals, and then achieve them. And then if you don't achieve them, go back to the drawing board and see, why didn't I achieve these goals? Why didn't I achieve these goals? It is something that I can control. As we talked about yesterday or the day before, you're not concentrating on the outcome. If we're looking at baseball, okay, let's look at baseball. If we're looking at baseball, I'm not concentrating on the home runs. I'm concentrating on the swings. How many times did I get up there and swing? I can control the swings. Whether the ball goes over the park or not, I can't control that. So I'm not really looking at that. So establish a morning routine, schedule time off, get enough sleep, and set realistic goals. Take these into account as you live your life, and we're going to get to it. All right, y'all, it's Khalid Nathan Aleem. If you're going to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, I got you. And also, I do have a new real estate ground zero group. Okay. You can, some of y'all can see and some of y'all can. All right. Got a new group, learning real estate from the ground up. Okay. Again, learning real estate from the ground up. So if you're looking to become a real estate agent, if you're looking to invest in real estate, or if you're just looking to buy a home, okay, get involved in my group. Go to www.regroundzero.com and get involved. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.